Okay. And you're going to be, like I said earlier, using a lot of mirrors in your driving. Okay. Have you heard of something called blind spot before?
No.
Okay, blind spots are spots or areas that aren't covered by these mirrors that I've just told you. So say, for example, can you see this silver car here in that mirror? If you look over your left shoulder, see the silver car on the drive parked up with the other car? Can you see it in this mirror?
No.
You can?
No.
No? Okay. That's your blind spot.
All right.
So you're going to learn more about blind spots when we start driving off, when we move off and things like that, because that's an area that you would have to actually turn your head round to see. So mirrors don't give you all the picture around us, okay?
So that's always going to be my blind spot?
No, that's your left blind spot. There's another blind spot which is over your right shoulder.
Another blind spot?
Yeah, there's another blind spot over your right shoulder. So the other one is, so if you look over your right shoulder, can you see that brown door? Look over your right shoulder. So I want your head to turn so that I can see your right ear. So turn your head round. Turn your head round over to your. See that brown door? No, yeah, it's actually between your head restraint and the window. If you look over, head restraint there. Can you see the brown door over there?
It's nice,
see, there
isn't
could be. It's nice. Yeah, I love. Yeah, it's a lovely door.
Yeah.
But if we had a car parked there, that mirror. If you look here, Tony, that mirror wouldn't have covered it.
Oh, I can't see it. No, I can't see it.
No, you can't see it. So again, that's your blind spot. So when we do our observation, we do it from one blind spot to the right. So we go left to right. So those are two things to bear in mind. Yeah, your blind spots. Next thing I'd like to talk to you about is pedals. You'd be familiar with pedals because you cycle, don't you?
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
You've got the gas pedal.
I haven't got a gas pedal.
Sorry, you got a pedal. You've got pedals, haven't you, on your bike?
Yeah.
And you've got a brake pedal.
I've got 2 brake pedals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So you know how
Well, they're not pedals.
They're not
levers.
pedals. Yeah, on the handles, but it stops your bike, doesn't it, with the brake?
Yeah.
Yeah. Similarly, we in a car have pedals, but they're on the floor there. If you can see those 3 pedals. Has anyone ever mentioned pedals to you before in a car? Do you know anything about them at all?
Nah, apart from when I pressed yours by accident.
Yeah, by accident. Yeah, they're similar to them. Yeah. Okay, so if you want to remember them as ABC from the right. Okay. ABC. So we've got the accelerator, which is the right one.
All right.
The middle one is brake, and the left one is gas. Okay. Sorry, clutch. Okay. So accelerator, brake, clutch, ABC. But we'll call it gas. The accelerator, we'll call that gas for short because accelerator is a mouthful, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we call that gas. Right. The what do they do? You're probably asking, what are their functions? The gas is actually a very sensitive pedal. That's what either stops the car or makes the car go. Yeah, so it makes the car move.
That's handy, isn't it?
It is handy, but it's a very sensitive pedal, so we don't want...
Well, it has a lot of work to do, doesn't it?
It has a lot.
Makes the car stop, makes the car go. That's a lot
Yeah,
of
well,
work,
if you let go, it makes the car stop. If you press it down, it will move the car.
All right.
Okay, but it works in conjunction with the other 2 pedals, and we'll talk about the other 2 pedals as well.
All right.
So, yeah, you've got your gas there. Like I said, it's a very sensitive pedal, so I don't want you to press it down all in one movement. So what you're going to do is you're going to press it down with the width of a £1 coin, which is about this much each time. Yeah, but...
That much?
No, it's the width of a £1 coin, £1 coin. Which is about this much.
Yeah.
So just so that you know that you don't press it in one go, okay? Let's move on to the brake. Same with the brake. I don't want you to press it all the way down in one movement because you can stall the car, you can surprise other road users if you were to stump it.
Oh, so I've got 2 brakes then?
You've got the gas pedal,
The
which we
gas
talked
pedal,
about,
which
is
you
the
said
one that
makes the car go and makes the car
it
stop.
it can make, but it's not worked as a brake function, but it can. It's mainly worked for the car to move off. So it moves the car.
But you said the gas pedal makes the car go and stop.
It'll stop if when you're driving, you come off the gas. It will stop the car.
Oh, I don't need a brake
If
pedal, then, do I?
No, you do need a brake. You need a brake because if you don't brake the car, then it won't stop at all. But the gas's main function is to actually move the car. Okay, let's just stick to that then. Yeah, it moves the car. The brake brakes the car like the way it does with a bike. Okay, so you brake when you want the car to stop, but we use something called progressive braking. We don't just stamp on the brake. Progressive braking means gently braking, increase the pressure, and then ease off. Okay, so again, width of a pound coin each time you go down that brake. Okay, the last pedal is the clutch that I'd like to tell you about. If you put your left foot down all the way.
Oh, that's the one for adjusting the seat, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah, but that's also called the clutch, which is when you press the clutch right down, there's no engine braking. It helps us change the gear. Okay, okay, I'm stuck on this one. The clutch is so difficult to describe. It's not easy.
Right, okay, I'll stop you there.
Okay.
Right, have a relax. How'd that go? No, leave it going. You're having this. How'd it go?
No, it's I fell for it, didn't I? Because there's something wrong that I said about the gas. Rattling on, maybe not asking you too many questions. The clutch I always have a problem with because there's a lot to talk about, and I need to re-jog my memory on the clutch.
Right, so if we just go back to the beginning, it looked like it was going to start off quite well. Obviously, you let me press the brake, so.
I know. I did, but I forgot.
And I don't do that to be nasty, but.
I know they'll do that.
When you do take out a real learner, they won't realise pedals are down there, especially if they're a tall person and they stretch their legs out. It's very likely they're going to either, if you've got active dual controls, it's very likely they're going to have at least their feet underneath them. So when you got to press your brake or clutch down, if your pedals are active and they follow them, the main pedals down, then they're going to get the feet chopped off, aren't they? Or they may well hit the brake or the clutch accidentally. Yeah, they might not mean to do it.
Yeah, completely forgot. Just went over me.
Yeah, so
It's only, even with the seatbelt, it's only when you went to put your hand on the seatbelt, I'm like, oh my god, it's going to take it off.
well, you did actually get me to put the seatbelt on. Okay, I was quite happy with that.
No, you know when we stopped here and you nearly.
Yeah. I'm taking it from the beginning, and then you taught me through the steering, and that was quite good. And you made me watch, and that was quite good. When I said to you this is a suitable road, I was getting a little bit worried that you weren't going to mention anything about the seatbelt or don't exit the vehicle. But I thought I'll give you time.
Yeah.
And I'd have actually just got in a little bit earlier. As soon as I said to you this is a suitable road, that's the time to get in and say keep your hands in your lap and don't touch the seatbelt.
Yeah.
And certainly don't open the door. Yeah, but it is possible for me to get that seatbelt off and chuck it at the window, and it is possible to actually get the door open while the car's moving. Yeah. You had a little bit of confusion about how to open the door. You had my hands in the right position to begin with. Then you changed your mind there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me to look properly. Fair enough. I nearly got to the back of the car before you said shut the door behind you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great big no-no that I don't shut that door, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, cover all that before I get out of the vehicle there.
Yeah.
If I wanted to be awkward there, I could have pretended I hadn't heard you, yeah?
Yeah.
Because I nearly was actually at the back of the car, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, there's lots of faults there.
Yeah, when we got to the back of the car,
Yeah.
you had a bit of a chat about the fifth door, didn't we? I think I saw you pulling on it. Never showed me how to check it, did you?
Ah,
And you never told me whose responsibility it was.
about.
Yeah?
About.
Checking the doors are closed.
Ah.
As a driver, it'd be my responsibility,
Oh,
wouldn't it?
yeah.
But I
Yeah.
was never told that. Yeah, she walked me around there, and you were humming the horn about, do you shut the door for me? I thought you were going to be ladylike, yeah? But we sit there all this time, and the door's been
Yeah.
half closed, half open, yeah?
Yeah.
So, you done the right thing,
Yeah.
not actually closing the door properly, because the main advantage was the fact that you could have talked about the interior light, which has gone out now.
Yeah.
See if I
Oh,
can
yeah.
get it working again. Yeah. So if the door's not closed properly, that light will stay on. And there's also the opportunity of me having a rattle at the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The door's not going to fly open because it.
Mm.
You did touch on the fact that it's a double lock, yeah.
Yeah.
But it is going to rattle, and
Yeah.
it's going to be very drafty, and it's not going to do the door a lot of good to be rattling, yeah.
Mm.
So, you know, when you were talking about the door, you just basically covered it very, very quickly, and then you moved off it. Because I said I couldn't see the line of the car in the mirrors, which I could, but
Yeah, I should
it's-
have had them adjusted first.
well, no, it's not. I would much prefer if you go with me having a chance to rattle the door and checking it.
Oh.
Yeah. And the interior light. Yeah.
Didn't see that.
Yeah,
I'm so nervous.
the SCs really like that door to be left slightly, just slightly closed. So
Slightly closer.
yeah, so it's on the first latch. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've been sitting there all this time and we never actually closed it. Yeah.
No, that's true.
And if we were actually doing moving up and stopping now, we'd have a rattly door, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna close it
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
You know my training that I did.
Yeah. Let's just
Yeah, go on.
let's just go through the rest of this first before I forget it. Yeah. So then we went on. Initially, I had a feeling you were going to carry out the controls lesson with me sitting there, and you sitting here. Yeah. Believe it or not, it's not actually disastrous because if you read the ADI 1, it will tell you that if you wish to carry out the controls lesson with your SC sitting in that seat and you sitting in this seat, provided you do it to a standard, it's not actually wrong, but obviously it doesn't make sense, does it? So I did give you a bit of a lifeline there, didn't I? What was the lifeline I gave you?
About the steering wheel.
Yeah,
I don't have one, do I?
Yeah, I didn't have a steering wheel, did I? So I thought rather than you trying to carry out the lesson with you sitting here and me sitting there, I gave you a lifeline there, yeah. But you know, they if it was done correctly, they according to the ADI 1, they can't actually say anything about it, yeah. It's not gonna. It's probably not going to be the best controls system in the world because of the fact that.
Yeah, there's nothing to play with.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not interactive.
Yeah, I'm not going to get a chance to. Yeah. Seat adjustment. Yeah, we got the bottom half of the seat covered properly. We got the rake of the seat adjusted properly. You got me to check my hands on steering. That was fine. You covered the head restraint fine, and then we talked about the seatbelts. Never did get to put it on, did I?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought because I had shown it before, that would be just a duplication. Okay.
Yeah, you were showing me how to take it off there, weren't you?
Yeah.
If I've never sat behind the wheel of a car before, I would never have put it on from this side, yeah?
Okay.
And just going back to when we did swap seats, you were very, very, very lucky that you said to me, don't touch your fiddle, yeah? Because where were the keys? Yeah? It's not as bad as what you think it is. Because you use the words don't touch your fiddle, I will listen to you and I won't touch your fiddle. If you hadn't mentioned that, you'd have been running all the way down to that van down the end of the road, yeah?
You would have done that as well.
Sorry?
Yeah, you would have done that to
Some of
me.
the SE, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This lesson, It's called a controls lesson, but it's all about control, yeah?
Mm.
But because you said the words don't touch your fiddle, I had to play it that way, and I didn't touch your fiddle, yeah?
Okay.
But those keys were dangling there, yeah?
Yeah.
But I don't think you even realised the keys were in there, did you?
No.
Yeah? Where,
No.
you know, if you did get a controls lesson on the day and you've realised you have left the keys in there, if you have used the words don't touch your fiddle, it's not a great big problem, just move on and don't worry about it too much, yeah?
Okay.
But if you don't use the words don't
Yeah.
touch your fiddle, you're probably going to be having a little
Yeah.
jog down to the end of the road, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we went on to the foot controls, and this is where you actually blew
Yeah.
it completely, yeah?
Yeah.
You hadn't got a clue what you're on about, yeah?
Mm.
The gas pedal makes the car go,
Mm.
and it makes the car stop,
Mm.
yeah?
Mm.
If I was a real learner, I'd be...
Confused.
And that's why I said to you, you know, when you moved on to the brake, you know, why do I need it? I gave you a lifeline there, you didn't take it, yeah? The gas pedal doesn't make the car stop, does it?
I've heard it somewhere, I think.
It makes the car slow, doesn't it? If I take my foot off it, yeah?
Okay, slow down.
I mean, eventually the car would stop because it run out of steam, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But if I went to the end of the road and I came off the gas, and it's not going to stop the car, yeah?
Yeah.
And
Okay,
then,
there's a slow down.
okay, you did give me the right terminology of the thickness of a pound coin, and you did use the word pound coin. You'd be amazed the amount of people who don't. They say thickness of a coin, and he's thinking of a 50p piece. And he's thinking of the width or whatever. Yeah, yeah. So you did explain that all right. Moved on to the brake pedal. You mentioned progressive braking, which is good, and you mentioned the terminology that you're going to use, thickness of a pound coin. That was good.
Yeah.
And then you moved off it completely.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't know what else to say.
Yeah. Well, there's loads more to say.
Gosh.
Watch that car when it brakes. What happens?
Oh yes, the
Yeah.
lights come on at the
I see
back.
3 lights at the rear. They're called brake lights, aren't they? Yeah.
Brake lights.
I wouldn't know that, would I?
No.
There's also dual braking system, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Which, if you'd have given me a chance, I probably would have given you a little lifeline on by saying, on my bike I've got 2 brakes, yeah?
Yeah. You got.
But you moved up so quickly, I didn't get a chance to, yeah? And then you moved over to the clutch, and I think you gave up the ghost of the clutch anyway. You didn't
Yeah.
have...
I thought, oh god, I can't do this. Can't remember from when I did controls like 2 months ago. Can't remember.
Yeah,
anything.
so with the clutch, you can kind of get them involved in
with
the spinning plates, yeah?
the plates.
I think you know where I'm coming from now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So how did that feel to you then?
No, it's all good. I know where, because I've not had a demonstration before. It's good. I know exactly where I've gone wrong, and
Yeah,
it's
because
all about details and the correct details. Giving the wrong words. It's confusing.
it has to be, the detail has
has
got
to
to
be.
be spot on, because
Yeah.
you got to remember, your SE knows that this is the easiest PST in the book, yeah? Because the vehicle, apart from the little bit of driving that you do here, which they don't take any notice of you driving, the car is stationary, isn't it?
Stationary.
Yeah?
You've got.
If you can't control and educate me with a stationary vehicle, then what chance have you got of doing it on the move? Very little, yeah. Yeah, so you need to nail this a lot better, yeah. Hence, this is followed by the phase 2 side is followed by probably one of the toughest lessons, which is
It's crossroads. Isn't it?
crossroads, yeah. You know, so you really should be able to pull off a 5 or a 6 on this lesson, yeah.
Yeah.
But the devil's in the detail, and the detail wasn't there, yeah.
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 Yeah, I agree with you completely.
But you know, at least now you know that, because you said to
Yeah.
me yesterday that you weren't worried about the controls lesson, and I said, well, I've seen a controls lesson come up so many times recently that
It's a different game altogether when you're actually demonstrating it and doing a role play.
well, yeah, and that's why
That's
I said to
when
you,
because you're nervous, you forget.
yeah, that's
and-
what, yeah, that's why when you said to me yesterday, I said, have you ever carried out a controls lesson? You said, oh yeah, I'm okay with that. Well, I said no. I said we won't leave it like that. There's two things I always make sure I do now. One is to make sure that you always get to drive the vehicle, especially if you were taking your test in this vehicle. I would make sure you get ample opportunity to drive it. And the other is that I'd want to see the controls lesson being done. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I need to do more of the role play, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to remember. It's no point me just thinking that I know and I don't, because I'm not practicing.
Yeah. So if I was to put a score on that, do you want me to put a score on it?
Yeah, like, what, 2?
No, it wouldn't be a 2, but it wouldn't be a pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been a 3. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah?
know it's not a pass, because I've missed out, big chunks of the importance. It needs brushing up.
No, it needs reconstruction.
Yeah, as
Yeah,
well.
I'm not going to
Yeah, that as well.
beat around the bush with you on that. It needs to be 100% better. Yeah. Yeah. A 3 on a controls lesson, and it's a very weak 3 as well. Is a bad score. Yeah. Especially on a lesson where we haven't moved for the last 35, 40 minutes. Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah. So what you need to do is you need to look at the videos, either the Blaine videos or ones that I've posted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sabs is a good one to look at.
Okay.
We've done it exactly here, and she did make a couple of errors, but she recovered very quickly because she realised that the errors were there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What, during the brief?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you can make errors, but
Yeah.
providing
she covered.
yeah, she covered herself quite well. And recovery is very important because we all make mistakes, don't we?
Yep.
Right. So I'll give that a pause.
Yep.